Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming the Lord of the Rings online, and today we are going to Mordor on Anor. So I plan to, well, because the expansion just launched on this server, I plan to revisit it, and also just realized I forgot to turn my monitor brightness up, so there we go. And yeah, basically going to get started with the questing, but I believe there are people online in my kinship who might be interested in doing stuff like throwing just a little bit of group content, daily type stuff that is not 100% related to Mordor. But one thing actually Thrang, the summer festival boss from the vaults, is related to Mordor with is he can drop Light of Brindle gear, which is very helpful for Mordor. And I also do happen to have a piece of that gear on this character, but it is a tactical piece. It has will and tactical mastery, and it has a ton of tactical mastery at that, but of course it's no use to my Warden. The tactical mitigation probably isn't the most helpful, but it does have that. And vitality, which I can use on top of, once again, the Light of Arundel. So I'll probably replace my purple ring with that one just to get a head start on the LOE. But anyway, yeah, that is what is going on today, basically. So I actually need to travel somewhere where I can get to Mordor. But one thing I realized is I did clean my inventory. The last stream, end of last stream, we did that for a long time. I think it was an hour and a half spent just managing my inventory, vault, and shared storage. And look, I've already filled it up with almost a whole row's worth of stuff, but this stuff's pretty easy to get rid of, so we'll just leave it there for now. The main thing to get is the subscriber town services. Mine is expiring in 50 minutes, so I do want to stop by Bree before we go anywhere. I also do want to point out, this has been a common occurrence lately, it seems like almost every time I stream, but I had a little bit of adjustments with my microphone settings because I accidentally lost all my settings, but it's okay because I don't think my settings were all that great. I meant to go back and change them anyway, so this was actually a good opportunity in disguise to do that. And I do want to say hello to Aberg A, who is here. Actually, it's XA Berg AX, but anyway, they were here before the stream started, as well as Harkin there.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so I am going to connect with my kin in Discord and see if they are ready to run Thrang. So they could potentially not be, but I'll go ahead and jump in the Discord and check with them. There's also a cat right above my head. Hello, Baptiste. You said new content, at least new content for Anor. And it is 2 a.m. where you live. Wow. Yeah, I am back if you do want to run Thrang now. But if you're busy with stuff, I can wait.
Greetings, friend.
But yeah, 2 a.m. that's pretty rough. Unfortunately, I would definitely agree that that is not a good time to catch the stream live. And I hope you do enjoy it if you watch the video tomorrow. So for now, we got the subscriber town services, and I need to, just go to Mordor. So I'm going to return home. I have my map home, my milestone right where I believe it's Aragorn that I need to talk to, and we'll do some intro Black Book of Mordor quests as far as I know, and that'll let me go into Mordor. I don't know if it's as simple as walking in. I honestly don't remember the exact way that going into Mordor works, if it just ports you there or what, though.
This may be
Defeat foes at the what?
We will make him earn it in blood.
That's not what it's supposed to be. I thought we were going to Mordor. Oh, this is book 9. I don't want to do that. I did not realize I didn't completely finish this, though. Unless this is the Black Book of Mordor. I don't know why that would... I actually thought I finished if I leave this place. Actually, I don't know how to leave this place either. So the confusion right now is basically that I thought I finished all the book quests. Apparently there was a book 9. I think the reason I thought that is because I was mainly honestly worried about the trade plan, and that's the thing that I got. but I also don't know how to actually leave the battle, besides maybe using I have plenty of Warden musters, but have to go back and get the Black Book of Mordor. So the thing about spoiling you all with so many streams this week is I actually used to stream a little bit more often. There's the horse to take me out. I wonder if it didn't load or I just missed it. Probably the latter, that I just missed it. Oh, I thought that's who we had to talk to. Maybe you have to actually finish Volume 4 to get the Black Book of Mordor, Chapter 1. I will double check this with the LOTRO wiki because I would rather jump straight into the new content. That was the whole point of last night's stream, is that, or not last night, but whatever day it was stream. So I could just jump in right at the start and be ready with Mordor. Okay, so this begins with Mithrandir. That is who I need to go to, Gandalf. 45 south, 1.1 west. Wait, 45 south, 1.1 west? Alright then. See, the coordinates on the... It says the Black Gate, which would be south, but the coordinates on the LOTRO wiki don't make much sense to me. And then yes, this is the first day. Mordor just launched earlier today at 10 a.m. Eastern time, to be exact. Alright, I will go to the location. Oh, it's actually, yeah, I see the right coordinates now. The end is the 45 south and 1.1 west. The beginning of the quest is the 36.9 south and 3.5 west. Okay, so he should be a few steps south of here. Ow. Wonder... to go to Mordor? I honestly, that's what I was talking about earlier. I honestly don't remember how to actually go there. The LOTRO wiki isn't being too helpful, to be honest. Unfortunately. Okay, so Gandalf is supposed to be somewhere right around where I was, but he is not there, and he died by misadventure, which I kind of remember that happening, but I honestly just thought you talked to somebody and started the quest. Again, I mistook that to be Aragorn. But maybe you do have to do the book that I just totally missed on accident. So, you all started with Mordor content. Do you remember if you had to complete Volume 4, Book 9? Because apparently I totally missed that and forgot it existed. No. This is the... Oh, maybe if it wasn't available, maybe it leads to Mordor. But this is the one right after the trade point. I just talked to Aragorn in the Waste, and he had Book 9, Chapter 1. Okay. Well, yeah, so I forgot exactly how the process of going to Mordor, like where it started. I thought the Black Book of Mordor is how it started, but yeah, this makes sense because I was like, I did all the quests last night. I was like, I don't know how I would have missed this, but good to know. Oh man, I actually, speaking of hard to find, completely lost Aragorn now. But yeah, it sounds like, just so you all know, I completely lost Aragorn again. But yeah, it sounds like we do have to go through Book 9, Chapter 1, and we have to go back to the battle. Now, how to go back to the battle, that's actually, I don't need to find Aragorn, I need to go back to the battle. So, one of these guys should take me there as far as I know. Unless there is actually a random just horse sticking out.
Gondor
So this guy
needs
won't
your
take me
aid.
to the battle. I thought that Aragorn himself was west, so maybe I do have to actually find him. Let's just go to, once again I'll use the LOTRO wiki, and hopefully this page is more helpful. That is not helpful. I know I keep accidentally turning floating names on and off, but trying to open and close the map. Okay, so I'm going to try this way. I do want floating names on just so I can see what is going on. So according to the LOTRO wiki, he should be right here, but I think this is in the battle right where I was, which is obviously no help right now because we're trying to get back to the battle of the Moran in there. Oh wow, here they are. That is crazy. For some reason I thought I have been to this location multiple times and they were here. I don't know if there is actually something fishy going on or if it's just me. I would have to guess it's, I don't know, it could be either of those with LOTRO, but I'm guessing there was some missing on my part. Anyway, to get to my favorite housing location, TJB, that is a good question because I am honestly not a big fan of any of the housing locations. Perhaps that is why I have never really bothered too much to actually get a house, because I honestly am not a fan of any of them. I don't even know what would be an ideal housing location to me. The elf ones aren't that bad. I like some of the elf neighborhoods. Okay, so we're just defeating foes. That is simple enough. Just gotta tag it before the NPC does. Or maybe they just let you get it anyway.
I see something on the distant horizon. What now? The eagles are coming. The eagles are
Alright, doing the solo quest for Book 9, Chapter 2. I just have to fight along with Aragorn. And that means actually fight and not sit here and do nothing. I'm too used to NPC quests like this, just sitting there doing nothing for a bit. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do was adjust the audio a little bit. I'm going to turn the in-game audio down a little bit. If it is too quiet, let me know. If it's still loud. When I went back and actually listened to that a little bit more, adjusting my audio today, it sounded like the in-game audio was quite loud to me. Especially for people that maybe don't have good speakers, headphones, or something like that. It seemed like it would be pretty rough, so I did turn that down a little bit. Let me know if that helps or actually makes it worse. Also, I'll get my cursor out of here so I can see what's going on better. For some reason, the audio is still peaking to like -5 decibels, which is really loud. There's the eagle. Was that? Oh, I wanted to take a closer look at the eagle. I didn't know doing that would do that. Unfortunately, you all cannot hear this. I wonder if this will be better than the Mordor trailer. The Mordor trailer was, I would say, infamous for how bad it was. And so far, I would say this little, like, 240p looking cinematic is better, in my opinion. I also cannot hear anybody in Discord. This audio is really loud from the cinematic. But thought I would watch that. Oh, wow, we're actually in Mordor. Oh, we're at Mount Doom, that makes sense. I think I keep going up here. So for you, Harkin, your favorite housing location would be the King statue in Evendom. That would be pretty neat if you could go up there. I don't know how well that would work for more than one person. One person living there could be okay. As far as like interesting areas for me, if I exclude the convenience or inconvenience of traveling depending on your perspective and if that even is a thing anymore because of all the travel skills in LOTRO, I would say Forakel would be pretty neat to have housing also in the middle of a forest. If they had a housing neighborhood in somewhere like Trollshaws could be pretty neat. Oh, I think that was a cinematic. I accidentally canceled it out. But Mirkwood, I don't know if that would quite have the appeal of actually having housing there. Are we in? Yeah, we're in North Athelion. I kind of forgot North Athelion is a big thing in this. So we're heading down this way. Oh, can't use mount. Good thing I'm a warden, I can run fast. It'll help if I have my fox out too. Just in case I forgot to use the subscribers jug. Let's see, other areas for housing. I have not done Mordor much, and I don't think I've done all the quests in all the Mordor zones. I maybe went through... I've done a couple of the zones scattered where you can. I know there is... this is actually something I bring up in an upcoming video that should be tomorrow. Ideally. I have to make a thumbnail for it. But otherwise there should hopefully be a video tomorrow. And I think for some of the zones, Lingris, if I remember correctly, that's one, and maybe some other areas, you have to do like all the previous quests to do actually the zone. Do a bunch of breadcrumbing. This map, is it supposed to be this bad? Like if it's purposefully that bad, that's okay, but it's really bad looking. It kind of was a 1-pixel map. Ooh. I'm going down to like 57, 58 FPS on the stream. Every time I'm curious just because with LOTRO it seems to be different issues I'm running into with FPS. Right now it is basically GPU. Could definitely be some CPU, but my GPU is being like fully utilized here. I'm guessing all the... So one thing I actually don't like in zones like this is to have the fill density up. Usually in these newer areas in LOTRO, I actually like the fill density about that low. So I don't know if that's impacting the performance all that much, but that is one thing I realize here. Looks like we're about getting ready for Thring. Who am I talking to? Some also glitchiness in the landscape. Wow, I cannot navigate correctly. Okay, there we go. I'm actually headed on track. I see him on the minimap now. King of Rohan. Well, I'm sure he's nice and all. He really makes a horrible Rohan.
The fall of Sauron worked
Yep.
a great madness
He's
through his
just west of that camp. I think there's a truck outside beeping. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Oh wait. Yeah, that is definitely not in my headphones. The problem with having open back headphones is it is easy to mistake either a sound. That is freaking the cat out. I have, actually both cats have growled at like
Sauron is
truck
no more,
beeping
and
noises.
can no
They do
longer
not like
burn
it.
Middle Earth.
Speaking of cats, now is a good time to bring up while we're about to head north. I do actually have something special for this stream. It's not this, but it is a proper cat cam, which actually doesn't really show the cat right now, but she's in the tree. Anyway, we can go back to this. I probably would not want a house here, but it wouldn't be bad. So if I like Louis merch, I don't think that's a thing, unfortunately, or fortunately in my case, maybe unfortunately. So the idea of being right next to Mordor and Gondor, like location, I think this is a horrible location-wise. I really like Eriador, so somewhere, perhaps even Vales of Anduin could be interesting, but somewhere around Moria actually, or somewhere in Eriador would be pretty neat as far as location goes. Basically, if I liked a player housing area for location, it would basically exclude everything about under this line, and yeah, everything like under half of the map, the bottom half of the map.
Frodo's ordeal in Mordor has left its mark upon him.
Which quest was that? Ooh, I'm still working on that, I think. Yeah, I'm at 8 out of 10. I don't think you can. It is grayed out for me. Oh, we're going back over here. Oh, we're not talking to Frodo? Oh, we are talking to Frodo. We have to actually go up to him first. Oh no, not an interlude. I know this is going to be probably an interesting interlude, but like Mirror. Mirror is in the Dimrill Dale if I remember correctly. That could be neat. It'd be right outside Moria. Be close to Lothlorien. I also think these areas could be interesting, like Northern Mirkwood, if it really wants to get into a thick forest or something like that. But if I think about the location again, I'm not too sure. That's just because I like Eriador, to be honest. If I ignore location, then I don't know if there would be much. North Ithilien would be the place in Gondor, but I'm not sure on that. If I ignore location, basically anywhere around here would be kind of neat, I think. But still, something like Forkhel. I really like Eregion as a zone in the game. Maybe Gladareg type area. If I had like an expanded forest to go with it. There's a hobbit. I've heard of the kin named Mythgard. But yeah, I think we're about to start up Thring, and I'll wait on the session play. While we are... Ooh, I already have a nice essence in that. Oh, well, I guess it's getting no use, but that's okay. I'd actually almost... This might almost be an upgrade. I want to see my health. Okay, my health goes down quite a bit, about 800. But it's pretty close, actually. To be honest, if I had one more Ithilien Essence, this would probably be an upgrade. Or if I just got 3 like plain old vitality essences from the skirmish camp, the tier 7 ones. Somebody has a nice bed. Oh wow, that was actually perfect positioning just about. Let's see. While the shield matches. There we go. I don't know what else you were supposed to do while waiting for the ring to be launched. Unfortunately, it is not quite Mordor content. What is that, a bowl of water? That's what I was wondering. The bowl of the water seems really weird. It does look like it's moving in rapidly, but I don't know where it is moving to. Ooh. Yeah, that is really weird. This would actually be, as far as a location for a house, right here where Frodo is pretty neat, I have to say. So, Salty Scrunt, you got your Guardian to level cap yesterday. Congratulations on that, and you had the ton of tier 1 and tier 2. Oh, Shakalash, the stair battle gear to hand down to him. Yeah, that is nice. One thing I like about the new instances, such as that one, is it's easy to get some baseline gear for endgame. It's of course not the best stuff, which is definitely okay with something like that, but I kind of like that system with the gear. Unfortunately, the essences are still a little iffy to me. I would actually be in favor of even rarer gear, but more common essences and something like that. But setting that aside, not going down that tangent too much, it is nice that you had gear for your Guardian with that. I like that it is bound to account as well. One of the alt-friendly systems LOTRO has, perhaps the only alt-friendly system. Wow, I got my Fidelity maxed out as well. Oh, I really am going to back up virtues. I don't know if I want to do Honor or Tolerance. The problem with something like Honor is it really scales bad with level, and I'm guessing in the future it'll keep getting relatively worse and worse. It's just Tolerance is such a boring virtue to me as well. I might do Honor, but the correct choice might be Tolerance. I don't really know. If I really want tactical mitigation, Tolerance probably is better, but if I don't want tactical mitigation, I think Honor can give a lot more value. But also the question is, I guess, for this character, will I ever do enough content where I actually want the Tolerance? And I also don't think so for that case, and Honor will help me with solo stuff comparatively. I believe we are running tier... Oh, we're running 108. I just missed that. We're running a bit underleveled. We're going to get ourselves some level 108 gear. I don't have Tolerance for the Tolerance trait. Oh, we're doing the stairs, okay. Oh, we don't have a healer, that's rough. That's been a common occurrence. I feel like most of our throwing runs are without a healer, so it's like, not anything new. This might be rough. Not because we were 3 levels under, but because we were 3 Mordor levels under, which used to be a big deal. I don't know if it's still a big deal, but there used to be a huge stat jump, 105 to 106. I think it has been lessened. I don't know if it is non-existent, though. Right now, we seem to be admittedly doing pretty okay. And I will also say the 115 gear that I have seen, a little bit of it. I think I got an interrupt on him. I don't know if we have any reses. I think people are already rezzed. I am somehow surviving. Not intentionally surviving, but I was surviving for a little bit. Yeah, there used to be a huge stat jump to like 106. I don't think there still is, but that could be a concern with this. Yeah, did seem to settle after the funeral. I wonder if there's anything... I know I have a bunch of different gear options now, but I don't think there's anything I can equip that will help me here. This necklace is actually interesting. 200 vitality. That'd be quite a bit of morale, but I'll lose quite a bit of physical mastery and a lot of critical rating. Did somebody use Hope Token? Good. I wanted to get rid of that last one just to clear out that stack. Wow, 100,000 households are without power in your state. Salty due to high winds and fires. Ooh. You got a generator sake again. That is a good use of a generator, I feel like. Well, we're a lot more organized going to the steps this time and going to our cubby hole. Watch that funeral will hit nobody. And I am standing in fire. I've heard it is not ideal to stand in fire, at least. I'm really hoping for seize the moment trigger. There we go, got it. I got it and I was not ready. Actually went through that combination correctly. I don't know if I got any good procs from the spear sweeping, but... Oh, I also didn't do my... Oh, I got aggro on the Defiler. Maybe because our tank died, I actually don't know which Guardian is tanking right now. That could be good to know. There we go. Aggro off me. Too much damage. That is actually my goal. As a DPS, if I pull aggro, again, I don't know if the Guardian Alive is tanking, but if I pull aggro off of somebody, off the tank, that is like mission success as a DPS, I feel like. Also need to do a little bit better at not dying. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, I got hit by a funeral right there. I should have known one was there. Like, I knew one was there, but didn't think I was close enough to even have to pay attention to that. That is true. If you said that and, wow, tanks would hate you, the goal of DPS is to pull aggro from the tanks. I feel like maybe they're kind of similar. I feel like Threat and LOTRO and WoW, but at least in this game, it can be pretty hard if a tank taunts and all that stuff to pull Threat still. But yeah, that is true from the tank's perspective. They do not like it, I don't think. A lot of these rejuvenation potions. Time to use them, I suppose. I'm looking for my food, there it is. I can get scrolls if we need them. Usually I don't get scrolls, so I like wait till the end, I guess. Where did I get... This is just the plain old LI spear, which is actually a good point. I like this spear, but I don't think it would quite match my current outfit. It's really giant spear. But yeah, this is just the base first stage LI spear. It's a pretty simple one, but that keeps reminding me it's something... Ugh. I guess I got cut too far behind. That was bad. I think I was just a little bit slow getting moving there. That is crazy with the fires. One that is 50 miles from your place. That is really close. And 600,000 acres. Sounds like a lot. I actually don't know exactly how much that is, but an acre is fairly big. So I assume by 600,000 that is like really, really big area. Oh, maybe they can get this without me. Although, to be honest, I would rather spend more time doing Mordor stuff than just repeating on over-leveled Thring, or under-leveled in our case, the Thring being extra high level compared to us. Plus the problem is if we got gear, I believe it would be level 108, and I'd rather use the armor now as a head start into Mordor before getting much light Verendal gear. But then again, having some at 108 wouldn't be bad. We'll see, maybe they'll get through it. The captain might have his friends actually coming up. Actually, there's something I want to test. I heard somebody say there is a way that you can actually jump down. And I don't think there actually is, but thought I'd try. There, where you are tastes like a fireplace. That isn't good. I wonder if it tastes like Norbar here. Wherever Norbar is, the rift. So I don't have any other consumables, I don't believe. I think the Guardians are switching his tank and DPS. I don't know which one is tanking, which one is DPSing right now though, still. Yeah, we still don't have a healer Plastonic. I mentioned that every time we run Thring, pretty much, we don't actually have a healer. We have the Captain and Blue Line healing us, which isn't... I don't think Captain is a great healer for this fight, to be honest, just because they don't have great sustained, or not sustained, but burst single target healing. Speaking of Mount St. Helens, you said he got ash falling like that. It does sound like that. Okay, so we're going to bring him over here. I believe the high health guardian, the dwarf guardian, is the one that is tanking today. I wonder how the population on the server is doing. Currently there are 100... Wow. I am kind of shocked that there are that many people actually playing on Anor. This is like double the population we have had, it seems like, and even triple at some points. Hey, big Warden heals. Actually, Plastonic, we do have healer. Not only do we have the captain, look at these giant heals I provide. Bad. I went like on auto. Oh, gotta interrupt him. I think the hunter's got it. Hunter good at interrupting. Oh, let's see those guys. I am doing really bad right now. We got this, but it's not. The Defiler got his induction off, but I don't think that was a really bad one. At least I feel like I'm doing proper damage right now. A little bit proper, at least. Oh, didn't want to use that. I I don't know when the captain's res comes up, but there's no way I can survive this without kiting, so that is what I am doing. I think I slowed him. Yeah, he actually was slowable. Oh, I already used Fierce Resolve. It's not like it heals me for much anyway, but I did already use it. Here comes Thring. There he is. Oh, he's about to kill me with that, I think. Oh, our tank is alive. Never mind, he's dead. I did not know Thring is actually slowable, it looks like. I'm going on an adventure. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Alright, I'll let him get me. So I believe it sounds like we will switch this to 105, which is good. While we are waiting, this time I can actually do something productive for a change. And we will deconstruct all these. That is a great reminder. As soon as I get to Mordor, I'm going back to Bree to go to the Moat Trader. So yeah, we can get new Starlight Crystals and Scrolls of Empowerment with this update. Kind of forgot about that. I wonder what the max tier is. Okay, so the final tier that we have unlockable on the server, which is actually only 5 extra, takes us to 786 DPS on my weapon, and this one's a pretty big upgrade. Should be, yeah. So yeah, I actually, while we are doing Thring, I actually have a poll for you all. So I have basically 2 options with Mordor. Okay, so I have 2 options on the poll. Basically, ways of leveling through Mordor and progressing through Mordor, especially considering we have the Update 23 content. I think, or Update 22 content, rather, the Legacy of the Necromancer with Aaron Laskalin, which is Northern Mirkwood, rather, and then Dale, Erebor, all those sorts of things. So, to get, I guess, a little bit more of an efficient path with that, I was thinking the book quest could be good, but also there's a lot of stuff I think in Mordor that could benefit from an all quest focus. So I thought I would see what you all think before we actually get to Mordor, and I will close the poll probably when we're done with Thring, or when I actually get to Mordor. But yeah, I'm basically fine. I want to rediscover Mordor, but I don't want to do something that will make me start to dislike it, basically. See if there is a way that it's more enjoyable for me. Okay, this is 105, so it should be fairly easy. Somebody else has Hope Token. 1 piece of food left. We'll be moving to Mordor food. Hopefully some people in my kin can get cooking. Be moving to Mordor food soon, and I wonder if these will finally be an upgrade, and it does look like even the purple one at 115 there looks like it will be a proper upgrade for my class item finally. Not much of one, but it still is an upgrade. Turn the camera follow off. Alright, so we're down to level 105, which is on level this time, so it should be a lot easier to quickly get done and back to Mordor. Back to getting to Mordor, that is. Oh, look at all that damage. They're like totally melting right now. Hello, Mr. Bolt. It seems like they should be melting. We're basically in lava. Ah, cannot range interrupt him right now with my games available. Maybe I had time actually, but so we should be getting the summoner soon. I don't think the ephemeral actually popped open during. Oh, we're going to the stairs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my debuffs on him and such. And we are waiting for the summoner. We killed the ants too quickly. We don't have the summoner yet. Hopefully Thring pops open. He's right next to the funeral. There we go. What's the summoner doing? Pretty good. Except I am stunned. That is really unfortunate. I got caught in the funeral. Oh, what is that stun? Okay, it is stun. Unfortunately, I think with that, we might be able to get him in one more phase. We just have to, for me at least, I really need to line him up with a bunch of dots and get seize the moment to trigger. Did get seize the moment to trigger, so that part is good. Now I just need good rolls on my sweeps. Farouk Kazad is exactly what the dwarf here wants you to think. I do like the dwarf shouts though. Like, while I don't play dwarves, they do have pretty neat shouts. It would be interesting if you were playing a Warden and just heard them go like Farouk Kazad and Kazad I been you and all that stuff as a Warden. It would be really weird, but a little bit. I saw an orange. Now she's ready for Mordor. I'm ready for Mordor with my little tactical thing. Woohoo. Somebody got Thring's spare shield once again. Alright, leaving instance. Leaving fellowship actually. I gotta go do some solo quests. Waiting to enter session play. There are not a lot of people playing on the server. Actually, there are relative for the server. By the way, if you are wondering, LOTRO has stopped working is what is going on. But for the server, there are a lot of people playing. There are about 120 non-anonymous when I looked at a couple minutes ago. Yeah, so Plastonic, that is exactly why I had that option for focusing on the book quest, because there are tons of quests with Mordor, and it is a huge commitment that I'm just not sure, especially considering Gundabad will be coming out soon. I don't know. I don't know that I could actually reasonably get through it and have a comfortable time focusing on Gundabad and also working on my Treebeard characters. While I will probably focus on Mordor for a little bit, because I am excited actually, it's really weird. I am actually excited to revisit it. I believe the hobbits. I thought I already did this. Either I did something really similar to this or it just didn't quite do this. Maybe it was from the hobbit's perspective or something like that. Murder. I like this skill.
I came to do.
Somebody in my kin got a landslide alarm, but they're actually not even located in North America even.
The ring
Up,
is mine.
but let's see, what was it going on about?
Master.
Yeah, so the population on this server is high relative to the server, but it's really small, about 120 people. I'm hoping when they catch up to the level cap, if the population is still this low, which I don't know why it would just randomly get higher, they do actually consider closing it down and allowing free transfers to regular servers. Even before it catches up, I honestly wouldn't mind that too much, but I know there are people that probably disagree who are on the server and still want the progression at this point. Oh, oops, I didn't know I was supposed to kill him already. Wow, he only has 14,280 health. This does 2,250,000 damage. Oh, he actually noticed me. Oops. Golem is strong. Wow. Oh. These animations are really weird. Also, oh, I can turn floating names off. Oh, that's why. It's like, still the animation seemed really weird, but makes a little bit more sense when he appears, I guess. Dance? At least they have some player interaction here. That helps with stuff like this. This isn't the background for the thumbnail, but it is basically, it was a lava pool of, well, fire. A little bit redundant, but a lava pool of fire from Mordor. And unfortunately, you all cannot hear this once again. But basically, stuff is destroying the mountain. Wow, there's the Balrog. Did not expect to see the Balrog in this. Felipe, you said good night and thanks for the videos. You are lost these days playing. So you are from Brazil, which is quite far away from me, but yeah, hope you do enjoy and have enjoyed the content. Sounds like it. Nice to know you all watch me from there. It's kind of crazy, people all over the world be watching. It's also scary. Oh. I think we are going back to North Ithilien right now, but I'm not entirely sure. Because we did, as far as quest goes, I think. I don't know if we actually did, if that was the next adventure or if it was the quest before the next adventure. But okay, so that was chapter 4. So we're on the next adventure. Oh, this actually does give a trait point as well. I did not realize that book 9 gave a trait point. That is actually a random boost for this character, I guess. Am I going the wrong way? I wonder if Frodo will ever notice that I slept in his bed. I assume it was his bed, even though it's elf size. Almost elf size. So we're going back to Aragorn on the field of Cormoran? I'm guessing is how you say this name. Oh no. I forget when you do a session play, it kind of messes up some panels like this. It'll get reset. But anyway, we are ready to talk to Aragorn. Wow, I could have put North Ithilien in the thumbnail just for a prettier background, but this is okay.
Frodo's adventure has ended.
Got something of Mount Doom, like a model of Mount Doom. Okay. I might use a mithril coin to go there, mainly because I need to go to Bree anyway, because I want to get a bunch of starlight crystals and the such for motes of enchantment. And this is basically why I have mithril coins. So I have to convince myself a good few sentences, a paragraph of convincing myself that I should actually spend a mithril coin to travel, because this is why I have mithril coins, to travel to places like that, and don't want to deal with them right now. Unfortunately, I don't want to. I will say one thing with the missions is if I were to focus basically just on the book quests with Mordor, is I could definitely use missions to fill in the XP gap. XP is actually no problem. The biggest problem as far as character progression goes right now are trait points for me. Virtue XP isn't even that much for this character. Well, technically I could always use more Virtue XP. Actually, I don't consider it to be much of a problem right now. Small furniture. It really is a model. I was hoping it was like Mount Doom. We could just put it on their front yard. So we're headed to the north. We gotta go. We already have the subscriber town services in. Hello, Nathan Philip Connors. I might have already said that. I don't remember if I actually said hello. Got to have more tolerance. Oh, this person appeared. We actually can do a moat and ember worthy craft things.
I haven't slept in days.
Okay. So scrolls of empowerment I don't really care about, but I want, I think, 10 of these starlight crystals. Gotta have more tolerance. I don't know what, honestly, what you're referring to about the tolerance. More tolerance with what? Alright, I think these should be maxed out. They're at 53, so I can get their DPS quite a bit up. Don't really care about that stuff once again too much. Okay, yeah, the missions make questing kind of pointless, once again, except for the Virtue XP, but one thing with the missions that I really like is they do offer some Virtue XP, so it's like a viable alternative, and it's just an extra thing. It's not necessarily an alternative where you either quest Indeed and get that Virtue XP, or you do missions and get that Virtue XP. You can do both if you want. But yeah, it's kind of nice if you do want to skip and you don't feel like you're missing a lot. Oh, so didn't like the tolerance trait, and I was talking about how I had fine Virtue XP in Mordor. Yes, I have. Don't really care too much for Virtue XP on this character at this point. I have so much Virtue XP. I have too much tolerance, actually.
How can I be of service?
What am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? Not that. Hold up. We'll eventually go somewhere. I am. Yeah, this is what I need to do. Okay. I am very sad to lose that mythic coin. I only have 265 left. There is the waste. There is no black gate. As far as I can tell, sure don't look like a black gate, is there?
Sauron has been defeated.
Hey.
The evil he stirred to wakefulness persists.
I think there's a... yeah, there's supposed to be something here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that is true with the missions, that you don't quite get enough. Like, if you were to level only by missions, definitely not enough Virtue XP. But if you do missions to, like, maximize the benefit you get out of the weeklies, they're not too bad. things are popping. Oh yeah, I know why things are popping in, or one reason. There we go. Now we can actually see more normal distance. Normal, depending on your perspective. It's going to be super laggy in Udon, probably. Udon? I still don't know if anybody knows, is this zone pronounced Udon or Udon? The only reason I think it's Udon, or it could even be Udon, is the accent mark on the U. I thought that made it like ooh sound like Udon, but I honestly don't know, so. Grith Gorger. Didn't you? Finish. Accept. Are we technically in Mordor? Did we actually? Udon? Udon. Ooh, that's weird. If it is Udon, I need one more confirmation on that just because it's too weird. Not that I don't believe you, Salty Scrunt. That is just really weird. But I believe at this point we have finally walked. Do you consider this walking, or did I run into Mordor? Smooth. So, Udon. Udon? I guess I can get on my mount. Walking is too slow. We have to ride into Mordor. Udon noodles. There is. That sounds familiar. I don't really know, but udon does actually sound like a kind of noodles. Ooh, no. I ain't spending mithril coins on that. Oh, one thing we were supposed to do. I was supposed to do this. Oh, yeah, I don't care for these quests anymore for this character. I'll just miss the Moria trade point. I'm totally fine with that. Ooh, I only have to do the weekly once more. Neat. I can't cancel these quests, and it's so sad. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be a thing where you can't cancel quests. I can filter the quests. Actually, I can't filter the quests. It's so annoying. There's a cat. It'd be making noise. Farmer's Fair. We can... I have all these finished. Well, too bad they're getting canceled. This is something I was supposed to do in the last stream, so... Oh, I can't even cancel that quest either. I'll keep that one just in case we actually do Thring tier 2. Can't cancel that one. Don't want to cancel that one. Don't want to cancel that one. Want to cancel that one. I am a rice man, but I ran out of rice. At least out of, what's it called? The good rice. Actually, I'd like to keep that just in case we actually run all those. I have run these, is the weird thing, though. I have actually run these on this character, I believe. I think it was this character. Maybe it was a different character. That would make more sense. No more flower dailies. But I ran out of the jasmine rice. But I still have a lot of long grain white rice. But the long grain white rice, I like to cook it with not just plain with water, but with chicken and the such. This is a lot of quests. I really did mean to. We're going to speed this up a little bit. After all this time, I finally decided to speed it up, but... Ooh, I can make this super small. Okay. I really was supposed to do this Monday, so I want to just clean my quest log completely. Oh, there's Udon. Udon. I'm going to pop out while you are doing quests, but if you'll do want to do anything else like the featured instance, let me know. Oh, I can keep that. Wrath and Ruin, we're done with that. There we go. That's enough. Okay, so now I can accept this quest. I think I have enough quest logs. And yeah, these pages, I honestly don't know if I'll do them. They're not... I think the main thing you get, if I remember correctly, yeah, you get some like, oh, you actually get a rep thing here, but I don't know how much I'll get into allegiances. From what I remember, it's like a really big grind. Here we go. Shadow of Mordor. Oh no. Super scary for this character, but not anymore. Now I have too much light. I have -10 effective shadow. Yeah, we can only run one.
Come.
I mean,
Come then.
we could try 115.
You find us bereft of command or purpose.
No good will come of it. A riddle has come to us, perhaps of great importance. If the whispers are true, there are signal flags.
I really like that. The item that Captain has is really nice. The back item there. Yeah, I actually kind of like that playstyle of completionist, doing every quest and every deed, but there's some areas in LOTRO that I don't like that, and Mordor might be one, but also, I actually don't know what, is this just like general, I forget the name of the reputation, but general Mordor rep? Oh, is this to disenchant? It wants me to disenchant it or something. I think it's actually interesting to make this a proper dagger. I think you could actually, I don't know if it has a unique design, but you might be able to. Oh, and he refuses to do raids, but he wants to do every other like single part of the game like that with quests and deeds. But anyway, I wonder if you could put this, if it has like a unique model. I don't know if it does because I don't pay attention to daggers that much in LOTRO, but you could maybe put it in your wardrobe and actually use it as cosmetic before you destroy it. I think I can just like, oh, I guess I can't destroy it anymore. Here's the reputation, people. So we want to get muster and Udon foothold. Till somebody tells me otherwise in a clear way, I'll call it Udon now.
It's not Terry.
I've never seen so many people in one place on the server. Actually, I have, but I've never seen so many people in one place on the server like the past few months. It's more realistic. So here is actually the whole time. Oh, this is actually different stuff. But maybe the whole time. No, this is also different stuff. This is all Mordor stuff, not
How may I be of service to you?
no LI stuff as far as I can tell. There's the relics. That is something I'm actually curious about. Relics. Oh, speaking of relics, I got that really nice relic pack. I think you have to be 105 from like way back when the Mordor pre-order. Don't know where that would have gone. Maybe it's in my relics. That is actually a little bit concerning that this character does not have it. I was like a relic pack. I don't think it would be an armor. That is cosmetic armor. But should have a level 106 relic pack type thing on this character. I honestly don't know what happened to it. But unfortunately, I do not have a head start in relics, basically. I just don't see that in my vault, and I don't remember running into it either. I don't think I would have put it in my inventory. I don't think that was something I could have equipped at 105. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It is something I should get if you're talking to me, Mr. Folk. I saw somebody, Salty's Grunt got 130 RK on Landy. But anyway, It is something I should get on every character. I believe it will be bound to them if I remember correctly. I guess one potential is it's in my shared storage. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop out of the Discord until they want to run something. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't want to spend the whole time looking for that, but it's just something I just remembered about. Otherwise, I do want to look at the armor when you can start actually using it, and if it's going to even be worth spending Embers of Enchantment on it, Motes of Enchantment rather. So again, so many defensive stats on that. Let's look at the medium agility armor. Yeah, parry rating. I don't know who wants parry rating. Hey, physical mastery. There's a decent one that's not even a huge upgrade besides the Light of Rindle and the essence slots. I mean, that is something. Oh, here's the DPS set. That's better. That looks... I don't know about that. It looks like heavy armor, to be honest. Like, the first thing I think of is that's some super heavy armor. And I don't think any of the dyes, even like the bright ones that I click, are not that appealing to me. I wonder what the heavy armor looks like. Or the Beorning? Actually, the Beorning looks like this. Ooh, the light armor looks pretty neat to me. Like, it's immediately more appealing. But I still don't know overall. It's really dark, I guess, is the thing. And especially in a place like this, I actually would not want dark armor. There's also a bunch of jewelry. Okay, that's good to know. There is that. I don't know if it's the best armor. I actually have no idea what the good armor is at this place. I know there is, so if I look at the medium like tower set, I believe that's level 112, so you can get a good set of leveled 112 barter armor. One other thing is Rare Vanguard Relic Exchange Token. Okay. I have no idea how to get those either. But anyway, I don't know about essences in Mordor and exactly how you get them actually.
Dark tidings.
Oh, here's some essences. Oh, I can just barter for Motes of Enchantment. That is actually kind of nice, I think. The Vitality is plain old Vitality, so it's a lot actually. I don't know if it's quite worse. It's probably more efficient to do this stuff, but an interesting thing is the tier below this has Vitality and Physical Mastery, but with this having like twice the Vitality, even over twice the Vitality, I really doubt it's efficient to still use the Thilian essences, especially if we look at, we should find a Physical Mastery one here, and that's also significantly more. So Salty Scrunt, if I see Crumble Keeper running amok, oh, you're talking about, you might be talking about, you say you play mostly on Brandywine, and your Runekeeper's on Landreval. Sorry, I am not completely caught up with the chat. So the Mordor Expedition set is not bad cosmetically. Yeah, the thing about dark armor is I don't mind it usually, but I don't think this is the expedition armor. But the problem is, well, there's empowered as well. Even more stats for even more motes. I don't know how easy motes are to get at this point, but it's looking mighty expensive for essences. I think you can eventually interact with these, but I guess not at this point for me. Hey, there's somebody in my kin. Okay, so time to quest. I want to focus on the book quest. Defeat foes. Oh yeah, we can fix the quest log. And move it back over there. So defeat foes in Udon. That is very easy. The other quests. So one of the big things I remember about this zone is you have to make sure you do absolutely everything and go to every possible location of quests on your map. That is one aspect of it I didn't really like. So So far, we actually have 2/3 of the votes. Wow, we had 24 people vote, and 2/3 of them are for all quests. That might actually be enough. The 33% might actually be enough for me to... Now we'll go ahead and end the poll, but might actually be enough for me to not do that. Oddly enough. But I guess the question is, what is the benefit of doing all the quests besides fun? That is definitely that should be why you do quests, honestly. Like, that is basically the problem, one of the problems of Rohan, but is basically the problem of Gondor for me, is the quests are more about the reward rather than the fun of the quest, I feel like, which I don't think really should be the case. Oh, that's I thought that was an NPC for some reason. And I don't know if Mordor will feel the same or not. Oh, so much lag here. Not even too much FPS lag, but my game of builders are... Wow. Like, that took forever to go off. I don't think my latency would be that bad, just lagging a lot here. Yeah, latency is only 55-ish. But anyway, the point was, I forgot what all I said about the quest, but the point was, I feel like Gondor and Rohan are zones that were built more about the reward system rather than fun of the quests, is at least my sense of it. So whenever I played through those zones, it was always about what I would get, chasing the reward rather than having fun, enjoying the zone, which is unlike a lot of, especially lower level areas and some of the newer areas in LOTRO, where it is more about fun. That was how I felt with Minas Morgul. It's one of the really nice things about that zone, compared to a long period where I didn't feel like that. I felt like the zone was actually fun to play through, and less like I was just wanting to get to the end to get whatever like sort of rewards or unlock stuff or whatever. So I believe that is how questing should be, and I don't really know how it will be with Mordor for me, if it will actually be fun this time around or not. So I figure I will start with what was basically my least favorite zone, one of the only few I've played in, and see how much I enjoy this zone, especially with 2/3 of the votes at least being this. Dol Amroth. I was not a big fan of Dol Amroth. It was... See, that's the thing with Gondor. It had some fun parts, but again, whenever I played it, it seemed like I would always have too much of a focus, whatever sort of systems they had, too much focus on the reward and what I got out of it, rather than how much fun it was. But yeah, there were, like, I know it's very much so generalizing Gondor there, but Gondor definitely did have some fun parts. South of Thelene was a fun area for me to quest in. I did not feel too much about chasing rewards, especially because there were no real rewards for my character doing that. So the crankshafts and gears, I know that's going to be a quest again. As I head through the zone, every single like little ring and area, I need to make sure I pick up everything as I progress through the zone. That is just what I remember. There's basically, if I remember correctly, there's like exactly 10 crankshafts, 10 gears. I'll have to pick up a bunch of these little backpacks. I think it's like 30 of them, and they're basically exactly 30 throughout the zone. So it is important to keep that in mind throughout the zone, is what I learned the first time through that I did it actually on more than one character back when that was a thing for me in LOTRO. Yikes. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it just sounded like bottles crashing somewhere, some apartment around me. Why did I go this way? But yeah, that is almost, I kind of like that style of questing, to be honest. That's one of the reasons I'm hopeful I'll enjoy it, but for some reason the first time it really felt like a grind, and kind of the opposite of the Helm's Deep West Rohan type grind, which was almost the opposite of this. But I would say in its own way, a lot less fun, but less... I don't know if it was less grindy feeling, but just different. They're almost like the two extreme ends of too much doing nothing in West Rohan, and this was just too much. I don't know how I can quite get up there. Again, I'm just paranoid about missing things, especially something whispers in signs. If I remember correctly, there are exactly 8 signal flags. But maybe there's none here. Yeah, don't see any right here. Maybe you have to actually go up. Can you go up that? Well, I cannot go up that. What I hear it is. See, this is the reason I went here. Now I can help kill that little goblin. Oops. This is a really slow examination of the flag. Okay. I don't know if I need to head this way, but I will head this way. Oh, I have to continue. I forgot that. There's something down there. What was that? Gearworks? Oh, the book quest is down there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there is a signal flag I'm targeting, but it is back down. Back down here. Also, in the initial launch of Mordor, things took forever to kill because there was this huge gear jump from 105 to 106. So things seem to be balanced. Like, all these mobs are level 106, so they seem to be balanced around level 106. I prefer Ingmar in my experience between the two, by far. I actually really like Ingmar. That's a super fun zone to me. Compared to Mordor, which was not. Actually, that's another positive attribute to Minas Morgul and Mordor Besieged. Basically, Mordor improved is how I feel about that. It reminded me of Ingmar, but in a good way, because I did enjoy Ingmar. Guess it's good to get this Gorgoroth wood. I have no idea what those are. Oh, loot boxes. There should be a signal flag somewhere here-ish. I also thought you had to get these banners at some point. Like, I honestly feel like I'm missing quests. But maybe you just eventually get them. I do have to talk to somebody. I forgot where he was exactly. Okay, northeast of here. Well, if I don't find a signal flag right here... Yeah, black metal wood. That's kind of what it seems like. Oh, apparently you get crankshafts from killing enemies. I wonder if you also get gears from killing enemies. I have been collecting gears. I need to get... Oh, here's the abandoned packs. You need 20 of them. And see this? I think there are about 20 of them throughout the zone. So yeah. Oh, I also think you can find nothing. How it said found something. Maybe that was another issue with that quest. But usually those type of quests that you just do throughout the zone, I like them. But the initial... I think I got through that place. Yeah, there are a lot of metal bands named around Lord of the Rings. So there's a black metal band called Gorgoroth, which would be we're in the Gorgoroth area. Where is Gorgoroth? There's a Gorgoroth plateau somewhere. Oh, I should know. There's Gorgor here. That's almost Gorgoroth. That is not here. Where is that? I wonder if I open where I am. Let's see if anybody is there. There's something like that somewhere, but anyways, not too important. I think my white fox wants to be out in Mordor for some weird reason. Oh, there's these things. Oh, it's near the spider. Yeah, okay. Maybe, I don't remember if it is actually here, but it even said to Gorgoroth. Anyway, again, not too important, the exact detail on that. Yeah, Sauron couldn't escape because all his orcs took the crankshafts and gears for his car, because that is what he uses. And all the hatches were closed. Oh, I'm looking for treasure. At least the quest is to open hatchway and not find treasures. Ooh, this isn't even on the tracker. Somehow it got untracked. I don't know how that happened. Just trying to click the Gorgoroth. I don't know why that click reminded me, but I'm hoping tomorrow. No, Friday. I won't have an interesting video Friday, but I plan to record an interesting video Friday. That video is gonna take forever to edit though. It's probably gonna be like all Saturday spent editing a video that I hope to upload Monday. And I should once again have a video tomorrow if I don't spend way too much time in Mordor here. We'll see. So far I've been an hour and a half. It is 8:23. So if I go 4 hours, I think 4 hours was about my initial Mordor launch day stream, if I remember correctly. I think I did the beta around 4 hours. That used to be like a really, really long stream for me. Now it's just like normal long. For a while there, that was actually a relatively short stream. The good old days of like 5-6 hour streams in Gondor. That is one benefit of working from home. Would be I would have the time essentially. I don't think there is a 2 in front of the 4 hours today. But one benefit of working from home is I'd get done working and then just, oh, kill leeches here. That is good to know, Plastonic. I don't know how much I'll focus on the deeds, because honestly I don't want to complete deeds right now. I'd rather bank up a bunch and purposefully not complete them, just so I have extra potential Virtue XP, easy Virtue XP sources for later. Okay, so how are we doing on this quest? We got that done. See, I feel like I'm making, I don't know, I just feel like I'm going at like 10 times the progress rate as my initial Mordor experience. And it is a lot more fun to me so far. That's why I've just been I actually was really optimistic about Mordor though. There was a big build up to that, which made me quite excited for it, but maybe this time I knew Mordor was really bad in my initial experience, so maybe I've still had low expectations, even though I've talked about how I oddly feel like I might actually enjoy it this time around. But basically, oh no. I have to close the open hatchways. Okay, good job. These quest givers need to get their act together. That wheel looks really buggy, but it might be by design. Like, it does not look close to stable. Oh, interrupted. Well, I talked about that Gearworks quest, but I guess that wasn't it. But maybe I shouldn't speak too soon about, like, not having annoying quests yet. That yawn is basically why a 24-hour stream probably won't be a thing anytime soon. Probably won't. Because it is only 8:26. I'm already, like, getting close to ready. Not quite ready for bed, but I'm, like, getting close-ish to ready. Oh, a suit smudged page. Is this just one of the pages I need? I don't really care about that quest, to be honest. But might as well pick him up as I see him. Okay, so want to make sure the whispers and signs here again. That's a really important quest to make sure I get all these before I head too far east. So maybe there's one in, like, this area that I need, or maybe it is up there. That seems familiar-ish. Let's try that. Wonder if you need to kill crows, just scavengers, so yeah. Probably is useful for me to kill everything. Like, I mentioned not wanting to quite complete the deeds, but it is actually good if I get a lot of good deed progress. Just not quite complete the deeds to actually get virtue XP. Okay, so I believe there, yeah, here's a signal flag. I don't think this is the only one in this area, though. If I had to guess, there is one up there. That would be 2, 3 in this area, 4, 5, 6. 6 more, and I need 6 more, so that seems pretty exact. So there should be one in that north section that I just can't find. There's the Black Uruk Enforcer. I think somebody's following me. Imagine doing this when Mordor initially launched. Okay, so where is this last signal flag that is in this general area? This little circle, there is one probably in a corner somewhere on it. And welcome back. That was, if you actually ran to the store, you might have, like, legitimately ran. Or not legitimately. What's that other word? Literally ran there. If you got back that quick. Like, actually in running distance, I made. Maybe there's one to the north here? Signal flag. Have to be... I thought I already got one up in that general area. Already opened hatch. Oh, that's to... I still need to close one of those, so I got distracted. Uh-oh. Oh, completed. I got a new quest and it said completed. Accept surrender? I don't accept surrenders. Who would want to do that? Oh, there. Okay. That actually makes sense. Frightened Dwarf. Okay. I can accept that. A good Mordor housing location. You have yet to find one, Parkin? Besides on top of Mount Doom, that would be pretty neat. If you can go back in time, Mordor Besieged, there's some neat areas here. If you like whatever style this is, I don't know if it's Angmarm, it's probably Mordorum, whatever that is. That would be a pretty neat place. Otherwise, as far as Mordor, if we go to, once again, I could recommend Minas Morgul as an area. Looking over Athelion over here, somewhere in the strip, that would be pretty neat. Yeah, so LOTRO is good for statistics in that it has deeds, but is really bad after you complete deeds and for enemies that don't have deeds associated with them. I really would like counting stats like that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm looking for that. What is it, a tapestry? No, a signal flag that I need, which is basically a tapestry. I know in Minas Morgul, Mordor Besieged, they were obsessed with tapestries, I think. Something like that, flags and the such. Okay, once again, going to this camp, nothing. Going up here. I wonder if this captain is doing the same thing as me or not. Wait, there actually is one. That's one I've already gotten, though. Once again, good to everything I'm doing here, though. Like with the surrender is good to get those. There is a kill tracker add-on? I did not know that. Hello, Luke Strickland. Be time to move. There we go. Okay, now, I hope from way back here where I can hardly see the screen, that I can actually see where there might be a signal flag. Wait, there's a quest ring. Let's go ahead and head to the quest ring. Oh, one of the frightened guys. Oh, so Luke, you said you hate that YouTube uses names, and I believe you can change your username if you'd like. I just, whenever people type in chat, I of course reply whatever their name is. Like as an automatic thing. Whatever their name on YouTube is, that is. Alright, I will... Again, I don't like to ignore quests like this in this zone from what I remember, but... that almost seems like it'd be my best bet at this point. I'll go... Let's do the hatches. I'll double check through this area. Do the hatches and the such. Here's the already opened hatch. Also from this far away, it's apparently harder to hit the number 4 on my keyboard. Hey, my first piece of Mordor gear. If I take that one, it's a huge downgrade. I think all these are stat-wise. There's 2 tank might ones. There's one with block rating and one with, okay, evade rating and resistance. So they have 2 might ones with tanky stats. Once again, they just have stats that are unappealing besides the Light of Rindle. But if I have that ring with a bunch of Light of Rindle, I don't really need to worry about that. But I'll still pick the agility one for now.
And leave this land quickly.
Okay, so there's something... Oh, there might actually... no, it probably wouldn't be a signal flag here, but there is a frightened dwarf. What is this quest? Lonely Lookout. Okay, that's over there. We have a Darthang quest that is outside Darthang. Probably a lot of those enemies are in Darthang. If you come forward, okay. Whispers and Signs. That is currently the number 1 quest that I'm trying to get is that. I think most of the enforcers, if I remember correctly, they're on the east side of this zone. Crazy I have such vivid memories of this zone, almost like it's in a good way, but more so in a bad way. Something worked at least. This quest actually makes me go to the LOTRO wiki just to see where this signal flag is. That would be really bad. Like, I've walked through this area, I feel like I've done that complete circle, looked on all the edges and the such. Actually, there it is. This whole time I thought it was up there, but I also thought I already went there. And I think that was it the whole time. It looks like people are trying to jump up that way. Oh, I might have to join in the attempts there. Take the lazy way, but it might just take way longer anyway. Okay, let that gap in here. Alright, let's try to jump up. Put my speed boost on. Oh no, I didn't even jump actually. Well, I got a new deed doing all this weird stuff. I discovered 1 out of 16 great forges of Udon. Well, that actually turned out to be kind of easy. Everybody is gathering at this frightened dwarf, but the big thing here is the tapestry thing, signal flag. Alright, got that. Now that can stop driving me crazy, and we are looking for the Lonely Lookout as the next step. I feel like this is, even with trouble finding that particular signal flag, I feel like this is the fastest I've quested in a while in LOTRO, because usually I'm a very slow quester, but I feel like I'm making tons of progress. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, though. If I feel like I'm making tons of progress and actually have not made a lot of progress, then it's probably a bad thing. But if I actually am making a lot of progress, then it is a good thing. Oh, I can actually do this while he's hitting me. Oh no, I can't. I was just partially avoiding parrying, etc. Uh-oh. I feel like that guy's going to attack me if I don't pull him anyway, so might as well just kill every orc nearby. It says continue up the road, but I think it is actually the different road, not this one. The is don't want to check that quest. It really is, when I'm used to sitting like up even more than this looks so far away. Even though the screen size is 32 inches, just actually being back this far makes everything look small. And LOTRO's UI, when you go up to, I'm only at 1440p, but when you go up above 1080p, it gets really, really small. Just becomes hard to see things, I suppose. And then I believe there's one over here. Well, I pulled them, but I got the flag done first. Oh, I still need to continue up the road? I thought I already did that. Like the one that's on my tracker right there, that's the one I thought I just did right before this. Am I looting anything good? Some Level 106 essences, which are tier 9. I want tier 10 anyway. Oh, do I have to kill the enemies? Is that like the deal? Oh, it says fix. What? Huh. You can increase some elements of the UI, but there are some things like the little inventory slots that you cannot. Certain types of text I don't think you can. So there are ways I could do that. Also, the scaling, if you do change the UI size, it's really bad. It makes it just blurry, which I think usually looks a lot worse compared to just having it be small. Okay, so continuing up the road once again, and hello, say Inium. You were the one that asked that question, but did not say hello to you. Oh, actually, I went the right direction. I was just going to go up here to get a nice look out into the beautiful zone we are in. This is one of the few times when the sky isn't completely red, though. I guess that would be basically this zone. Very ugly. I forget what the zone was called, but it was like the waste pile of Mordor or something. I don't know if that's an actual name or I just heard that, but there we go. Did my looking.
Eyes up, ever wary.
Okay, so this quest has me go to Anglak. But the question is, does the Black Book of Mordor take me there where I actually don't want to do that yet? So I guess the deal is, maybe with buildings like that, I wait for the Book of Mordor, because that is what I want to focus on throughout the entirety of this. I want to focus on the Black Book of Mordor, and any sort of zone quest I can line up with it, I would like to line up with it. But again, that is the primary focus for this character, the revisiting Mordor on Anor. If I was able to fit that in the title, Mordor on Anor just happens to rhyme a little bit. But I feel like Mordor Revisited is more interesting. Okay, so we're going down. And what am I getting down here? Surrenders, and then I still need signal flags. And I would like to do all that stuff on the way to this road, which the Black Book of Mordor quest has me going, if I remember correctly, over there. But I don't actually completely remember if that is the case. There is something, I see something on the minimap, so we should get that. I wonder if it's worth that, getting the troll. Defeat many of the forage workers. Okay, definitely not then. Looks like I got a Strength of Sauron emote / SOS. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you get a quest ring over your head? It says Strength of Sauron, I thought, emote. But it is an actual SOS emote. I didn't know you could become a quest giver, though. Even though I think I've done a lot of these NPCs in the area, the earlier I can get this quest done, the less I have to actually pay attention to that as we adventure further east. Yeah, trying. Usually that actually works if you time it right, but obviously that is the case. I was not timing it right there. Okay, so quest-wise, I want to make it again to this road, so there will be at least one signal flag there. And I think I can run into more of these frightened, or whatever they're called. Yeah, frightened NPCs. And, oh, there's also the bag, so I'm actually going to untrack a lot of these quests. So these three I don't need tracked. What I want are these packs and once again the book quests. This has me do a couple quests, which I actually... Oh, this is the annoying part, I think I remember. The turning the gears and gear in the machines. Where is the book quest? There it is. So yeah, I do need to go to the forges for one of these quests, for the book quest, so I am headed in the general direction that I want to be. And I believe this will be the last frightened NPC. Actually, this is a war-weary Easterling. But still, last surrendering one I need. And that leaves us with whatever this white quest is. So this is the things they left behind. That is the one with the pack. So I want to make sure I get all of them in this area. We're just going to run through, kill all these orcs. So apparently Mordor has made this easy now. I do have Light of Rindle armor, but that's actually doesn't even look like it's applying here. But without that huge stat jump, I feel like it's basically normal difficulty or the kind of similar difficulty to when after you would have gotten the gear just right at the start to how it was initially released, if I remember correctly. Which getting the gear, also if I remember correctly on that, it basically required full completion of the zone, and even then, as we saw with some of this gear, it had poor itemization. Okay, yeah, so going every little camp here. Want to start west. We'll go west and progress east. It's also potentially a thing to help me with Mordor, is I feel like I actually have a system for how I'm going about this zone, which is making it more entertaining for me. Because I feel like I guess I know what's going on a little bit better, having done it before. I don't think that will be true for the rest of the zones in Mordor. But I also don't know if it's actually that big of an issue, or if it's just this zone where I feel like you have to have a really structured way that you go through the zone. Oops. I didn't even tap him anyway. I was gonna say, even if I hit him with that, I don't know if it would have done anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out. I'll actually save that for later. We can go ahead and head south and do the book quest. I want to, again with the book quest, just make sure I get that going. And it's time to go up. It's also getting warm in here. Well, I guess I'm falling back down. Hey, there's a cat. I wish there was a way you could just select a quest and prevent it from tracking. Like how you can force quests to track and have them locked to be tracking, have them like locked to never track. That is exactly what I would do with these page quests. Which again, I don't really care about this quest. If I happen to just get it done and pick up all the books, or all the pages rather, then that's not a problem. But what did I say? Yeah, if I get it done, that's of course not a problem. It's like a pure bonus thing, but I don't know how much I'll actually focus on getting that done. Alright, so we are at these forges. And we have the book quest. And we need to render anvils difficult to use. Okay then. And it looks like there's a quest to do something with the weapons. I'm destroying the weapons. I'm not even stealing them. Here's one of those rare chests. Rusty small chests, is that really what they're called? Oh, I missed. Distillation missed. I thought this was one of the rare Mordor chests, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a regular chest, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, they have Gorgoroth crafting bundles. That is what those are. Okay.
Sauron returned, and once again the forges blazed. Great stockpiles of orgons were smithy.
Looks like trolling missed that apparently.
Will remember.
Oh, it's good confirmation though, Plastonic. Alright. It's time to actually use the cat cam. I have it set up for a reason. And, well, there she is. That's basically why. There's the cat. Okay, we can go back to LOTRO for a moment. Y'all heard a bunch of thudding around. That was the cat on the desk. Alright, apparently I killed a goblin. I was paying basically no attention to the game, so I don't even know what I did to it. And another cat cam. Oh, I can do this the other way too. Okay. There she is. Could put that as like a... Oh, that's a little too low. Oh. Hold up. Technical difficulties. There you go. Oh, it's putting too much up. Actually, I'll eventually get this. Don't worry. There we go. And now, oh, I gotta actually position myself now. I'm going to try to do this live. So we want to paste. Alright. Aha! She'll go over the chat box on the bottom right. It's blurred kin chat anyway. There we go. We have an actual cat cam now. Okay, back to LOTRO. LOTRO with the cat. Too busy. Wow, there are a lot of these chests here. they really want you to have tons of crafting materials. Like, I'm not going to complain, but there are lots of these here. Just get up. What a bad cat. These chests just clog your bags. That is definitely possible. There are tons of these here. But I just can't stop. Hey, we're getting one of the anvils. There's a cat. Since they don't want to come up there, I'll turn that off while they're not here. I can open them once I get level 106. I don't know why level 106 is like the restriction. Must tap? Oh, they're just running away. I was going to tap just to get like help with the kill. That is one part, but also because there's open tapping, I'll get credit for the kill for myself. Not that it would do too much to me, but you know, too much for me rather. I wonder, I actually think, I keep saying your level is too low, they might auto open once you're high enough level. I almost feel like that could be the case. But yeah, I hope crafting materials are useful in this update. Again, for me, crafting just becomes so uninteresting at this point, but again, that's one of the things I want to try to, I don't know, fix my opinion on that, but actually dive into it more, give it more of a chance. That's what I feel like with the initial Mordor. I just did not like it so much at the start. I gave basically none of the expansion a fair chance, which is the same thing I did in Riders of Rohan and Helm's Deep. But the problem with both of those, especially Helm's Deep, I think of Helm's Deep even worse than I initially did before I gave it a fair chance. Like, it at least always had that potential of actually not the whole thing being absolutely terrible. But now that I've actually properly gone through Helm's Deep more than once, it is way worse than absolutely terrible to me. But that's just the way it is. So yeah, Mordor. On that note, it is so far way better than Helm's Deep, and I'm definitely enjoying it more than the first time I went around. But again, the thing is, I have a system about it now, and I feel like that's really the way you have to approach this zone. You have to go through it. What was the word I used earlier? This is why my vocabulary, talked about this before, but my vocabulary skills during streams just like goes to basically 0. I either repeat the same word, just not knowing, well, it'd be like a synonym, just to have variation of the words I use. But yeah, having like a good system to approach it, essentially, way with the questing, I feel like has helped me so far, and I feel like I'm making tons of progress. That's a huge difference. I know that there's less gear gating, there's less of a stat jump from 105 to 106, and obviously the mobs are just a lot quicker to kill than they initially were in my early Mordor experience. But one thing I also did my very first time going through Mordor was with my Runekeeper. So I don't know if class choice actually matters. Runekeepers weren't that bad back then. They're not bad now or anything. But I know right now if I went through this on my Runekeeper compared to this character, it would probably not be as good of an experience, as in my Warden is way too overpowered, I actually think. I did get the book quest done. So the main thing I'm doing here is weapons, and then I need to talk to somebody. I feel like I've destroyed way more weapons than this, but I guess not. There are a couple more up here according to the map. And this is, somebody was talking about statistics, I forget who to be honest, but stats to count how many mobs you've killed. It'd be neat if they could count like every single mob in the game, but how many mobs I've killed in this zone already, and even in just this camp, if you could filter. That would be a dream come true. If you could filter location, you could filter mob exact name, mob type, all that sort of stuff, and like some statistics counter for your kills in LOTRO. But yeah, Plastonic, you say that I am right and crafting is useless. That is just, I don't know. I wish it weren't so, because I really want to like crafting beyond level 50, because I actually do enjoy crafting quite a bit below level 50 in LOTRO, or level 50 and below. I don't know, I just like the low level crafting a lot more than high level. Okay, there should be some weapons over here. Some freshly forged weapons at that. Okay, I'm done worrying about those chests. They're taking way too long to pick up, actually. Like, look at all these I have ready for open at 106. And there's some medium armor for level 106. The problem is it has tons of finesse, which isn't a bad thing inherently, but I don't need the finesse. You could somehow replace 5,000 finesse with basically doubling the vitality. That would be interesting. Oh, this is a small chest. I thought I was done with those, but apparently not. I want this one. Oh, I'm still in the melee stance. See, the range stance is usually what I want to be in, but it does attack slower, and there are some options for gamuts that just aren't that good. Or comparatively good compared to the melee version, so killing a mob like that can actually be quicker in the melee stance. But if you can start from range and use range resounding challenge, that's when the range stance of course shines. Have I been in this part yet? I don't know, but I honestly can't tell if there are even weapons there. Let's go down this path. I feel like this path should have some. It's like right in the tracker area. You know, I guess it's an alley I have not been down, but maybe that is not the case. Hey, there's some weapons. At the very least, the book quest I think I can turn in over here. Where are they all? Almost all. Blue dying. Okay, turn this in just to see if I get anything extra for this area. Well, actually I did get another quest, but it is defeat foes in Udon. Okay. And then I need to search back up there, which is perfect. That's exactly where I'm heading, so I am glad I went down here before I did the east stuff. Alright. Yeah, it seems like useless for gear. The problem is the relics just aren't exciting to me, and it's annoying that I feel like I need crafting just to craft relics or something like that. It's just, to me, crafting should be about gear and not something like relics. Which is what the low-level crafting was about in LOTRO, was about gear. You could also craft like consumables and random things like that, even as a woodworker. That this character is, which I feel like woodworker is an extra boring thing to do at this level. Basically, anything not tailor or armor, while it's still not as exciting to me at this point, it is an extra level of boring and not exciting. Okay, so here are some weapons, and there is a signature who has that, so I'm glad I headed down here anyway. I see at least 2 barrels of weapons. I did not mean to use that again. Oh, here's one of these, there are treasure caches. I thought there were. That's just the first one that I've happened to find. That's what I initially mistook these little crafting things for. Oh, defeat spies. Are there spies here? Oh, there are tons of spies outside of here. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to hunt 8 spies in this particular camp. Eventually we'll get level 106 and I can do that. Wow, I still need to filter allies on this character. I'm even filtering Warden allies at this point. I feel like I should probably make a video on the alpha revamp and basically talk about my goals of the revamp. I've thought about doing a video like that, and one of the goals I could say is that you just get 1 LI. I don't mean 1 LI, but like for a Warden you'd get 1 weapon and 1 javelin, but that is all you would get, and everything else is just like through progression, rather than have all these third ages or different LIs drop. But one concern, I guess, with the revamp from the alpha notes that they had was, I actually pointed this out on the video, I think there was a very odd choice of words where it said like new LIs are mostly cosmetic. The concerning part being mostly, like there could be some non-cosmetic part. And also that sounds like LIs will still just drop a bunch. But then the differences are cosmetic between them. So it sounds like it'd just be an annoying thing. But the only benefit is cosmetic, unless you can actually sell them or deconstruct them, like with the Flame of Encalamy or whatever system they have. Maybe it'd actually be worthwhile to loot allies just to destroy them, and essentially another way to get resources. That would be actually kind of neat if you didn't like the cosmetic of it or whatever. But basically, even if that is how the system works, without the whole destroying part, it's a concerning thing, I guess, at this point. Okay, we need to head northeast for the book quest. I got everything done there. The ears, again, don't care about that quest right now. The things they left behind, that is high priority. So is things they left behind. Let's force track that and force track this. And the book quest is already force track as well. Which I'm still on chapter 1.1. After all that, I'm still on the same thing somehow. Like, I feel like this should be at least chapter 1.2. Or it should have been 1.2 going down there. This should be 1.3, but it doesn't really matter. It'd just be like 2 extra quests. The dark area known as Mordor. That about sums it up. Dark, except for where there's fire. That does provide a little bit of light. Alright, right here. Okay, book quest is back to Turnin. Oh, no, it's not. It is actually back to Turnin, but it's way southwest of here. We might be to a point where I actually want to get the medium war steed, the slightly slower one, just so I can avoid mobs like this. Okay. I don't know who's all fighting me, so I'll just run in. Run and attack and eventually get out of combat, maybe? Although pulling more mobs probably isn't the best choice here. There we go. Somebody's in Leaves of Bangor. Oh, Gore. I was looking for a zone. I think, what? Oh, my bleed. Yeah, we're actually at that point where even bleeds will just dismount me. Summon? I do have muster, if that is what you mean. Plastonic, but I don't have a muster to this area, and I still don't even have my muster to that camp. I have to go through the reputation a bit and get some of their currency before I can get that. Which is basically the same thing as all the other classes, actually. It's kind of annoying in a way that other classes have so much access to travel, but they do have one drawback. Sometimes I think it requires more reputation and sometimes more currency. I don't know if that's always the case, but the biggest drawback is it has a 1 hour cooldown. While that isn't actually too significant in my opinion, it is a drawback and sometimes can be a difference between like a warden and a hunter. Of course, hunters can pour other people, wardens only themselves. But it kind of makes, to me, warden and hunter sometimes feel less special because every class can get these in most areas now. I think there are a few baseline ones that Hunter and Warden still have exclusive access to. Even some that Hunter I know Wardens can't get, but Hunters can. So we're going to Darthang, which is not Darthang. So that is really weird. That is Darthang, but the quest says Darthang. Went into the fortress of Darthang. I always thought that was called Darthang. That's Darthang right here. But it's Darthang right here. I don't know if that's a typo or if it's an actual thing. There is Anor.
Careful, friend.
Darthang.
I have already drawn the eye.
It's Darthang right here. It's Darthang right here. I guess that's maybe just a typo. I wonder if that's been in the game this whole time and they haven't actually fixed that. We're doing a travel quest. How
Begins more than 1,000 years ago,
exciting.
when the watch on Mordor had already begun to fail.
See, here it says Darthang. This says Darthang, so maybe it is Darthang. That's so weird. Like, did it used to be called Darthang? It says Cruel History of Darthang, and now we're in Darthang. Maybe it changed its name over time. I don't know. Well, while we're listening to him, as in watching him have speech bubbles above his head, I will take a look at my very messy inventory. Oh yeah, so all these heritage things actually should have been saving them up because I could just apply them to, say, my javelin here, which is probably my primary DPSer at this point, and just applying these to get done with the stuff I need. I have destroyed a lot of these heritage runes, to be honest, over the time, just because they were taking up too much inventory space. I know I have a lot on my runekeeper, but... And I'll eventually just get enough XP. It's not like this is an actual worry, or like actual thing. I feel like you need to put resources into your imbued LI, but... It is something you will get over time, but it can be slow, so might as well use those to speed it up is how I feel. And since you get those anyway, better than destroying them. Is the point. Oh, is he going down? Is that the guy we're supposed to be listening to? This reminds me too much of Gondor. I actually don't like it. Oh, we are. It does look like we're in a Gondor area. At least a non-Mordor area. Ooh, we have a wiki. I'm waiting for it. That was a lot of crafting bundles. And I could have gotten many more. So it was once a fortress of Gondor called Darthang, Sindarin for Dark Shield, where the Thandrim, a staunch group of Gondorian sentinels, held watch over the blasted plain of Gorgoroth. Interesting. Okay, after it fell to the orcs, it was renamed Darthang and turned into the Dark Castle. So this is the history. I don't know how long ago this is, but yeah. Some point after it fell, or some point before it fell to the orcs is what it is right now. Maybe this is actually falling to the orcs, even though it's I don't know if that's Nazgul or Kargul. I don't know if Grim Southern is which one, but whenever they have those robes and can't really see them, they're one of those, I think, in this game. And this guy looks either like a human. I don't think he looks quite like an orc, or even an Uruk guy, or an Uruk at that. Looks extra tall for a Gondorian, though. I assume these guys are supposed to be the Sentinels. Yeah, Thandrim. So one thing I was thinking, as far as I guess the outlook for the stream, is I would like to go a while more. But hopefully it doesn't have too many of these type of quests before we get moving on. So quests like that, ooh, we're going to the lane. Quests like this, I talk about them a lot that they're boring to me. And one of the reasons that I've gone over and kind of realized is because there's just text and I have to actually stay focused in. I would have to read everything basically to get to the story. It isn't like a cinematic and it isn't voiced over. I feel like either of those two options would help make it more entertaining and actually hold my attention. Otherwise, just like playing the game, I feel like I'm not actually playing the game and I'm just sitting here waiting for text to go above people's head, which makes it feel kind of boring and slow to me. I think that is like an actual reason as to why I typically don't like quests like this, I guess. Outside of this, though, this particular quest is the low light of Mordor so far, which is, I think, a good thing. Everything else has not been bad to me. In fact, I could even go so far as to say it has been fun. There's all these Gorgoroth, I'll go ahead and take them out. Gorgoroth crafting bundles. Got an 106 tactical mitigation essence. Got a level 121 vitality essence. And some cosmetics. See, we already organized my character. If I didn't organize my character, that would actually give me something in the game to do while we're listening and watching the story unfold.
And so it was that only one Thondri came
But still, it's interesting. I think the little snippets, basically exactly what Andrew there pasted in the chat, that gives me a wonderful picture of the story. That if the game just said that, perhaps even in a voiceover, or not necessarily in a voiceover actually, then that would be like perfect. Okay, don't want evade rating, don't want fate, and I have plenty of Light of Arundel. If I remember correctly, there's no point in having too much Light of Arundel. You don't get like a buff for that, but it's really nice that my one piece of jewelry gives me this really nice buffer. Currently the piece of jewelry I have is plus 20 Light of Arundel. It is a tactical class piece of jewelry as well, tactical mastery. So it's just, yeah, a huge buffer, and I'm just going to keep that. Might as well keep the gear, Light of Arundel gear I am getting. Oh, you can actually disenchant these. That is one thing I really liked with Mordor and parts of Minas Morgul. I know this kind of stopped being a thing, it seems like, in some areas, but like every single piece of gear being disenchantable, I actually kind of like that because it feels like you can, I guess, get resources out of everything, even quest armor that you don't want. Like for my character, if I don't want to equip it or if I replace it, I can get something out of it. And while you can technically sell it, gear in LOTRO sells for so little that I think it is completely negligible. Why am I saying that word wrong? Negligible. Alright, heading into Darthang. See, Darthang was an example of an area I did like in Mordor. While it was difficult, the difficulty actually added, I think, to a place like this. While for most of Udon, especially this area, the slowness, rather, I'm not going on about difficulty specifically, but the slowness was super annoying. But in an area like Darthang, I think it actually added to the adventure and just made it feel a little bit more of an epic, like, tower type thing that you were actually going through. And yeah, even with the slowness, it wasn't too bad, and the difficulty, I think, helped make it entertaining. So an area like this, if I remember correctly, it was like one of my highlights of my initial Mordor experience. So we'll see how I think of it now, because I could almost see it being easier, making it, like, not worse, but also at the same time potentially a little bit worse. But maybe better as well, just because I do get to go through it probably quicker. Except I forget what all is here. I remember there being tons of things and potentially actually needing to basically go to every little corner of this place, which could get a little bit annoying. Potentially. Oh, I got lots of black Numenorians here. And see, someplace like Darthang, maybe this is an issue I also ran into. It looks like you already need 20 Light of Rendell. And going about the questing in my... I still can't think of that word. Not systematic, but something similar. Oh, what word is that? Strategic? Maybe. But anyway, the strategic way I am going through Udon, which I feel like is like the kind of order you're supposed to. A little bit. I don't really know if there's an intentional order, which is nice about a zone like this. But the way I'm going through it, and it seems like a way that kind of makes sense, focusing on the book quest, then doing whatever side quest you happen to run into on that path, which is basically what I have done. I might even have done an extra quest. I only have gear that would have given me 4 Light of Rendell. So I would have been at like minus 16 in this area, which was pretty rough. And that's what I remember. That's like a big thing I remember about Mordor, is the Light of Rendell and gear getting felt annoying. And yeah, good morning to you, Didu. And anybody else who may be mourning in the area. But yeah, the building... Actually, the building, I don't know if you can see the chat from before you got here. I actually don't know if YouTube works that way. It might, but Andrew there shared some information on Darthang and Darthang. I don't know if it was actually destroyed, Darthang, but this was a Gondoran place at once. A Gondoran building. Gondorian, rather. But there might have been some things changed to make it more evil and not completely Gondorian. It of course looks darker, I think, is one big thing. But anyway, the point is that yes, it does look very grand. And sometimes evil buildings, I have to be honest, evil buildings can be really cool looking compared to good buildings. Especially, I just don't really like Gondorian buildings too much. They're kind of ugly to me. Getting a lot of silver, I will say, from these chests as well. Like 180 a pop. It's not really that important, but I've obviously looted tons of those. And after a while, that could actually add up. Of course, you get so much gold in LOTRO, but it is one of those things that adds up and contributes to that. So I have to open 2 more cell doors. I see one I'm targeting that is below me. And there's one right here. I could see Rohan and the Shire definitely having more homey feels. That's what I feel like. Maybe that's my issue with Gondor, is it doesn't really feel like a nice place. It doesn't really feel like homey style. Doesn't feel comfortable. Is perhaps the big thing as well. Well, it might be grand looking, does definitely not look comfortable, I think. I have to find cells with people actually alive? Well, that's weird. This guy looks dead too, so I don't think this will work. Is there somebody alive in this corner? Oh, I almost felt like they would have done that. Speaking of dwarves, I think they have some neat places. Yeah, perhaps the earthy tones, that is a good point as well, like the Gondor designs being very grand, but they have colder tones of color, and Rohan and the Shire have more earthy tones, and that's actually one thing with the Wildwood place. Whatever camp Hotfast, I think, was what was in the middle, and it had a little bit different look compared to, say, Gondor and Bree stuff, or not Gondor, but Rohan and Bree stuff, two Race and Man areas. It had a pretty neat look. Now, one thing about Rohan that I will say is, I think I'm going back north and I don't want to. Some of the mead halls, they weren't really all that appealing to me, but they weren't too bad. And I almost feel like I'm holding it against Rohan just because I don't like Rohan. But there are some areas of Rohan, West Rohan even, that I really like the kind of layout of the town and some things with that, some of the houses from the exterior, not really the interior. Okay, one more cell with, there he is. How did I miss this one? It's crazy. Oh, there's somebody else here. They're already level 106. I could be, if I really wanted to level fast, there's actually ways you can level super fast in LOTRO when like an expansion launches. What you can do for people that want to know, you can get however many quests, so 60 quests for this character, for example. I could get 60 active quests, have them all ready to turn in. When the expansion launches, I get whatever sort of XP boosts that are available. Rested XP, all sort of stuff, any XP boost, and then turn in all 60 of those quests. And then potentially even have some more easy quests somehow lined up, but I don't know exactly how. But that's a way you can level very fast when expansion, or like we have with Anor, which is kind of like an expansion launching. When something opens up like that, that is something you can do. It's something I could have done for this character, but I didn't really want to. So Mordor is actually based heavily on dwarves. I did not know that. I know, speaking about getting annoyed, being a good transition to Grey Mountains, which is also dwarf. If you're talking about the dwarven themes, dwarfish, maybe both of those work. But anyway, that theme continuing for like so long in LOTRO, I've heard a lot of other people getting annoyed at that. All right, let's see what this character can handle as far as these Darthang guys. Oh, if I could actually attack the mob. The morale taps are super weak, but I can actually do damage if I get a bleed. Why did I not get to this room earlier? This looks like an exciting room. Actually get some of the difficulty I talked about earlier, but it's more player created difficulty, I guess. I don't have to go about it this way. Let's use a power potion. Ooh, I actually am running a bit low on health. I might have to use a potion, but I'd rather not. I know we're getting more potions in Mordor, much the better potion. Oh, there's that Runekeeper. They got to join in on a little bit of the fun. See, this is my strategy going through places like this. Just kill everything, and then I'll look at quest items for cleanup and just see what else I need to do after that. Here's an ornate chest. Why is my fox named Jamie? /C pet rename. Snowy. For people that don't know, because that's probably something I don't know why you would know it, if you type /C pet rename and then the name you want, you can actually change the name of your cosmetic pets. Basically exactly what I did there. So I thought I missed something in here. Nope. Keep floating names on so I can make sure I don't miss things. There's a suit smudged page.
But war, plague, and other attritions weakened the kingdom of men. And in time, the
Sorcerer's
on
Bauble.
Mordor.
I know I need to defeat sorcerers, but I didn't even know I need their baubles. That'll probably pop up here. I guess while I'm in here, I can actually untrack these quests and keep all the Darthang quest tracked. Oh yeah, so I know there's a whole bunch up there, but I probably want to make sure I get everything in this part of Darthang first before we go up. It's almost like Current Doom like this tower. I don't know if Darthang, I think Andrew called it a castle earlier. But this tower-like area, it's almost like Current Doom, just not an actual group instance. I feel like it could be fun for a group instance, but it is not. Just a questing tower, which is okay. Fun to have these as well. That is one thing I will say of stuff I guess I'm excited for in Mordor is exploring the group content, because I did very little of that because I just didn't like Mordor so much that I didn't even bother trying the group content all that much. I need to heal up. I might have too many fears. I might have to use a potion or just die. See, that is a problem I have. Not using potions when I clearly need to use potions, and I clearly have plenty of potions. I have 29 of them, and eventually I will be looting proper Mordor potions. And I can definitely get people to craft me some when they unlock that. So it's something I should use. I just am very bad actually at using those resources. Where did we go? I definitely have not been here yet. Oh yeah, I have. I haven't been up here though. This is still the upstairs, okay. Yeah, all the quest targets, that is what I am doing right now, making sure I get all these ornate chests. That is... See, having this playstyle in mind to start Mordor really helps. Because I just remember this being such an issue, and one of the things that really annoyed me about it initially is, for example, the ornate coffers. I don't know if that is the case with this quest, but it seems like there are exactly 12 ornate coffers in like very specific areas that you have to go to. So that's just something I am making sure I look at every little corner for every possible quest item, because I feel like I will need that. Like the Sorcerer's Bauble. There could only be 10 of them in this whole area, and you might need that exact one. Well, here's a signature. That's sure to be of use to me. Mainly because he has a quest floating over his head. So I have 3 signatures to kill, of which this is not one. Apparently I'm using ranged offensive strike, yay. And I'm using war cry. And yeah, annoying as in, not like you said, you'll die if you poke your nose here, it's just where are the quest items. That's how I feel, once again. Like I'm trying to combat that, I guess. Oh boy. I actually think I have been here. I went down that hall. I still haven't been... Actually, I was down there. I don't remember where that door goes. Yeah, I'm still in the same big room area, okay. I'm still at the top of the steps. I think I went up the steps here a long time ago. And we are finally ready to head up, I think. I hope. Okay, there is an ornate chest. I'm going to go ahead and pull that sorcerer just to... We didn't pull enough mobs yet, that's basically why. Yeah, he is the one causing issues. Oopsies. So yeah, with these pages, another example of why they could be annoying is if you happen to miss one in Darthang. There have been at least 2 that I have run into. And if you don't know like the ones you've missed, it could be super annoying trying to get that, I could see. Oh, this is all that's up here? Oh no, there is a little staircase up. Okay, don't see any ornate chests here. I'll delete key to double check, and there is one up. There's a sorcerer's bauble here. Oh, eventually the skill will go off. There it goes. After my seize the moment disappeared. I do have some dread up here. I have plenty of hope tokens, might as well use it. Again, actually utilizing my resources. Good to remember, I should do that. Okay, hopefully a tick or two. Well, I guess I can do Shuri of Death. There they go. I don't think anybody ever actually did the featured instance. I'll see if the two people on want to at some point. But I'm thinking after Darthang, when we get done with Darthang, I'll see where the book quest leads. But that'll probably be about a good time for me to get wrapped up with this stream. Just as an outlook. We've been going almost 3 hours. That's pretty solid, I feel like. But that'll make sure I have enough time to actually get tomorrow's video for sure up tomorrow. And otherwise, future content, I don't mean to already go on that note, but as far as future content goes, I am working on a video for Monday, and I really am hoping it will be up Monday. Otherwise, I actually do have another video I'd like to do, perhaps either the Monday after that or that Friday. Oh, there's a door here. How convenient. Well, here's one of those signatures I need. I'll still need one more after this guy. Actually, I thought I interrupted him, but I guess not. Oh well, one more shade for me to kill. Oh, that's the first rare chest. I didn't even know that was one of the rare chests. It looks the exact same as those crafting ones. This I also cannot open until level 106. They really make you wait for 106. That is opening stuff and the whole gear gate feeling that like 106 there was a huge stat jump. Cosmetic pet video? What type of cosmetic pet video? Because I'm really curious, just like because one thing with cosmetic pets that you can do is Shift C. If you're unfamiliar with the collections panel, it's a very nice thing, default Shift C, and you can actually look at all the cosmetic pets in the game, all 267 they have here, and how you get them. There might be some special ones that aren't a part of this, like very specific special ones, but I don't actually know. Maybe all the cosmetic pets, maybe there are only exactly 267 in the game. But yeah, that will show all the pets. If that is any help, again, if you have like a specific video topic in mind. Oh, there's probably over here. Okay, that would make sense. I'm just going to run through most of this, and whoever follows, follows. But I still need 3 more baubles. That's actually really scary. 3 more baubles and Lingrous. You can actually go to... Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Wonder if I could actually go out that. Oh, show some pets, the actual quests or places. I don't know. That honestly sounds like a tough video. Especially considering I have barely any cosmetic pets on, like most of my characters. I think this character and Udon probably have the most that I have. And this one, as we saw, I think I only have like 13 or something. If I can find the... There we go. Oh, I only have 6, not 13. Wow. I have 13 mounts. Worse than my current piece of gear, but at least it's not horrible itemization. And here we go. I might actually be on the hunt for Sorcerer's Baubles, I feel like, unless there are 3. I mean, can't criticize it yet unless there are 3 here. Which, it seems like this would be a perfect area to have one. There's a crafting chest. And I still need one of the big signatures. And I did not see one over here. We have the Enforcer. Maybe there is actually another area. That would be a good thing if there is another area. Just because that means I did not miss something. Or, yeah, that means that I don't have to, like, backtrack a ton. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, these both lead there. There's nothing extra in them as far as I can tell. This, both closed doors. This takes me back here. There was already one signature over here. Gary went, maybe it's another place down. Let's jump down. Oh, there's a bauble right at the start. Okay. Still looking for one of the signatures, but I did find one of the last 2 baubles. Is that Runekeeper, I believe? Yeah, I can't tell just by the map where I could potentially have missed. Oh, there is a oh, that don't help. Ooh, the basement? I don't think I have been down here. Oh, this is a different thing. This is actually the book quest takes me down here. Perfect. This would have been something I was missing anyway, so... Oh, looks like I still need to defeat Kilnazd. And one other potential thing is somebody could have killed that signature and he just needed to respawn this entire time. But yeah, that's all I need, the signature. Got the book quest done. So let's see, I'll do a path through this. I won't really focus on killing anything. Ooh, here's a door. Oh, I'm pretty sure I killed 2 signatures. One was in the middle, did not kill one here. I don't know if there would be. I kind of forgot about this area. Like, this was actually in Darthang, it was so long ago. If I turn floating names on. There and back again, that is exactly what I am like right now. Hopefully I'm not back again here, just because I'm not doing a completely thorough look through that. Oh, here's a door. That is not much help as far as I can tell. Okay, that takes me to Lingris. I don't believe I want to go there, but I just want to open it, see what it looks like on the other side. Okay. Just making sure there is no, the signature is not right there. Like back up here. I wonder if that's what those Runekeeper just come back trying to get stuff they missed and potentially the signature. I can check up here again. But I think it just led to that one path, and it makes sense that it would only be that one path with that one signature, so I will save that if I don't find it out here somewhere. Another option is I could just look on the LOTRO wiki, but where's the sense of adventure in that? I really feel like it should be there, though. Like, that just feels like the correct spot to me, as much help as that is right now. Is Mordor bigger than Moria? That's a good question, and I honestly do not know. This is not the signature I need, by the way. Already got him. Should probably get a heal going just in case. It's a weak heal, but it's a heal. I'm going to check here again just in case, because I really do feel like this should be where a signature is. And maybe there is a door or something I missed. Not one of these two doors, I mean, but... Ooh, this is scary. Scary in a fun way. Okay, I'll have Never Surrender up, just in case. I don't think I've run into one of those signatures and haven't found any like secret passageway or anything. I don't have enough orcs attacking me. Okay, I have not gone here yet, have I? Is there a door over here? Okay, does not look like it. I was about to say that would have been a pretty simple option. But yeah, Mordor being bigger than Moria, be careful. There is no time for that. I have to find Ilnaz the Silencer, who currently is being silent. Aha, maybe. This might not be the aha I was looking for, nope. And we've already been down there multiple times now, actually. Yeah, Moria feels more compact. I almost feel like Moria has more, but more compact is probably a good way to put it. No door here either. Okay, I have to actually... heal. I might... Whoa, what happened? Okay. See, that was actually a scary thing. Okay, I think I've ran through this whole place again. I do have another option, which I have been here. I kind of forgot that I went to this area. I was like, this cubby hole I have not been to. Oh, I need to use a potion. Yeah, I was about to look at the wiki, because I feel like I have exhausted most possible areas. I just feel like one thing that's going to happen is it's going to make me a little bit mad that I didn't like check this one area. But I almost feel like I've double checked everywhere except where that one signature was at the end, like going up to this little towery part. Wait, I will, unless you beat me to it, I will look at the LOTRO wiki. Southern Chamber of the Northwest Wing, 2nd floor. So, what? I have been there twice now. I'm glad, assuming I read it right, like that seems exactly where it is. That is where I have said, and y'all, I think have heard me, I feel like there should be a signature there. I feel like the boss should be there. When I went back there, and that's where I thought the first time that it would be. But both times I went there, there was nobody there, and we cleared out the whole, both chambers. So I am back here, and I will just circle this area until I get that signature killed. That is my strategy this time. Oh, there's a door in the middle? No, this is the same thing. There he is. Wow. Okay, this is actually scary. See? Now I am scared. Was scared. I used my potion, so now I'm good. Ah, this is bad. I want to see how strong Resolve is. That was not too bad. I have my potion off cooldown, so we should be good. I should live too. See these orcs killed. Oh, we'll go back through the building. This is what makes a Warden fun. One of the things. Doing this. See, when the content isn't that difficult, you have to make it challenging somehow. And see, this does not feel slow, unlike the initial Mordor. I know there was that whole thing. Even I complained about. Alright, silenced him. We are done with that. Now we're leaving Darthang. Only one death in the entirety of Darthang, and that's not too bad to me. The one death was preventable if there's some weird glitches here with the graphics, but anyway. I definitely went through more challenging things and did not play bad at them. That does mean that it's getting close to time to wrap up the stream, so we'll see where the book leads after this. We're at 1.3. For some spoilers, we don't have too many chapters left, according to the LOTRO wiki, but these chapters have taken long so far. Doing that on a lore master. I mean, the lore master can do good damage. They could probably get a good cluster AoE in there. The problem is, I think if I tried to do it on Lore Master, it would die first.
Eorzan fled.
I don't feel like they're being too subtle
I
there.
do not know why Eorzan was imprisoned. We need to track him down.
Udon and Doramarth. Where is that? Oh, that's way over there. Wow. That goes like straight east. Okay, so we will save the rest of Udon for later. I don't know how I'm doing total quest progress wise. Oh, that was probably a bad idea. In the zone, but I honestly feel like I have made good progress today. A lot more than I expected to be able to make, even with my strategy of making sure I do absolutely everything in marching order west to east. And with, again, an emphasis on the book quest. Okay, you should be down here, right? You should be after T. Have I done no quests in the zone? Like, actually not completed? Oh, it's Mordor, Udon. Whoa. There it is. Ooh, I have done a few. Wow. I did not know I did that many quests here. So yeah, good progress. I guess that includes all like the auto bestow ones that I've just been like completing over time. Yeah, Lore Master could. The entire length of the stream would be devoted to Darthang on a Lore Master. That is definitely a potential reality. Hey, there's, yes, well, technically not in my kin, but sort of in my kin, that person. I think they have, the way it works is I think they have a personal kin or a family kin, something like that, I forget exactly. So they have like alts in the kin, and often join kin events, but their character is technically a part of another kin. But I'm glad to know I was able to recognize them. One thing I hope is all this Invader's armor could potentially have a neat cosmetic. I don't really know, I didn't pay attention enough when Mordor came. Always looking for more cosmetics for my characters. Yay. I'm glad I remembered to do that, just randomly click the milestone and did want to do it. Gorgoroth crafting vendor, perfect. exactly who I want to see.
Now then,
Oh. Oh, so I don't, I have, hold up.
this is far from fair.
Oh, this ain't it. Oh. I don't think I like that axe, but it was at least initially interesting. That's also an interesting mace, I will say that. That's a neat hammer. If they had a two-handed hammer, I'm actually interested. Double axe, is that a two-handed axe? No, that's one-handed good. The swords don't look good to me. That is just the reality. Oh, they wouldn't have two-handed? Maybe they would. They have a heavy... Oh, these are actual these aren't just cosmetics. I was thinking these were cosmetics and not like actual weapons. I was looking for a two-handed axe and a two-handed hammer, because I think the hammer that they had could potentially look neat. A two-handed version of that was all. Offhand weapons, offhand weapons, offhand weapon shields. Good list there. But what I wanted to look at was neither of those.
Now then,
And I don't have enough reputation. I need friend standing. Let's see. Who are we looking at? Gorgoroth? Something? I am at neutral. I think there is a step between neutral and friend, which I almost feel like there shouldn't be. At least you shouldn't need that. Need friend to barter for Warden and Hunter ports. Would be my opinion on that. Okay, rusted scimitars. Those don't actually count for tasks. Wow. Yeah, these are just trophies. Even though it says it can be turned into tasks, maybe not. Orcish. Nope. Well. Stony skin should be easy to get. Piles of intriguing filth. Okay. I'd like to do as many tasks as possible. That gives basically 0 XP. That's okay, that's not why I do tasks, but... yeah, there we go. I am now known, that is what it is. So as far as I understand, I should not be able to barter for the muster. See, even the return, all these requiring the same reputation, it really takes away, I feel like, from the Warden and Hunter. And I don't say that just because I play Warden right now on this character, but I feel like you being able to barter for basically the same thing besides the cooldown just takes away from them. Requires the same reputation and the exact same amount of tokens there.
now then.
But that's just me. Apparently I can already barter for recipes though. I wonder... oh, there's woodworker. Huh. I guess this doesn't actually require reputation, just some things, and it actually lets you make that. I almost feel like this is the type of thing that they should just give you as a baseline recipe and not really have to go through the step of bartering for it. Now the single-use recipes, I could almost see those being that type of thing. Oh, this is actually to craft an essence. Using this scroll will grant a shadowed essence recipe, and then you probably need like universal solvents for that, which you can get sometimes in game, but mostly it's a store item. It seems like at least no reliable way that I know of, just like a random chance. All the kills that I have done, everything I've killed today, I haven't gotten actual task items for this place. And that's kind of annoying. Oh well. It is what it is.
Now then. Now then.
Yeah, definitely don't have enough reputation for this stuff. It looks like kindred is basically all it is. I can't quite read what that says, the entire profile there. There it is. Yeah, that requires kindred as well, so it's just the kindred vendor. These require... I can't even tell, actually. These are, yeah, these
I
people...
haven't slept in days.
How may I be of service to you?
I thought I saw something that was equipable. That's not... horrible to me, but the part that dies, I don't really... Not a big fan of that part, I guess. I think Gondorian outfits, in general Gondorian rather, if I could actually get that right. Ruins of Dingorth? I can already go there? Where is the Ruins of Dingorth? Oh, I know where that is. That's Dora Marth. I can go there because this is actually kind of funny. So you all know the Mordor door that you can, it's a housing item. You can do that to go to Mordor. Well, on this server, for a while, it would port you out. It would be one of the restricted areas and you'd get booted back to Kellendon, Marchit, whatever your starter little camp was, if you went there. But if you're quick enough, which I guess this character was, you can actually discover that travel. And I think that's how I already have that on this character, which is crazy. Okay. So yeah, I think I will save the rest of Udon for later. I might see if people in my kin... See if anybody wants to run the featured instance, and if not, I will run it solo. I might run it at 106. That would be good for jump up in stats and maybe get some 106 gear. So I'll actually go ahead and queue that up. Plus I have somebody already wanting to join, so there we go.
The school at Thom Neardyne was once a pinnacle of learning during the age of the Noldor, but it has now fallen into disrepair.
Oh, they are in a
and
fellowship
is
already.
overrun by the minions of
Plus.
Saruman, who seeks greater knowledge of the rings of power.
The same outfit as me. There, I will show my shield. I like that my shield matches, but I don't know, I just don't like walking around with the shield out, so it's nice that you can hide it. But yeah, for outro-y stuff, I already talked about future content, basically working on some videos and the such, and some more special projects with that. And otherwise, as far as content we did today, just a little bit of review, a lot of progress in Mordor here, also did Thring. Tried with my kinship to run at 108, but was not the most successful. Oh, we could actually do... I could, like, actually collect these and maybe get level 106. That would be kind of neat. Just because, while I'm not in a rush to level up... Oh, the essences, I might have missed, to be honest, Plastonic, what you were talking about with essences. Were you talking about maybe the ones that I talked about crafting? Those ones? forgot what I was going on about with Mordor, but basically that's the problem with doing a review in the middle of something like this. Basically got good progress. That was the point. Oh, I don't really... Oh, I can sell it, okay. Oh, I got 20 LOTRO points from whatever that was. I believe is maybe what the Hobbit Hunter is doing. I don't know if this will get me enough XP to get 106. Again, I'm not too worried about this character level. There's plenty, even with the XP debuff we have on the server. There is tons and tons of content to level up. That's kind of a problem I almost feel like with LOTRO is, to me, level and interest in leveling, maybe that's a more important way to put it, or a better way to put it. Interest in leveling is basically non-existent, where I don't really care about character XP, but there are certain thresholds I feel like getting to the actual level cap is one. Just, wow, that is a pretty big jump up in stats actually, but that distraction aside, getting to the level cap is one of interest just because you're at the cap. And there are certain particular levels, like level 106, you can open all these things, and there still is a stat jump with Mordor, it looks like. The level 106 stuff here is pretty good looking. This earring, direct comparison to the 105, has quite a bit more stats. Let's see, is it 20% more? I would say definitely 20% more. With the agility, maybe 25% more. It's too late for me. No, 33% more. About. I think I'm disarmed or something, but lagging with that builder anyway. But yeah, I got pretty useful. I considered that one earring a useful thing, even though I'd rather light a brindle on any sort of armor. That's, at this point, actually not my biggest worry, because I have that nice, what was it, ring, I think, from Thring, even though it's a tactical one again, still. Nice piece of earring for me to help. Wait, it didn't quite get me to level 106, but that's okay. That was the whole point about the XP. But yeah, I think with that, it is probably a good point to wrap up the stream. Unfortunately, now that I got the cat cam ready, besides the brief moment, they decided to not lay there. And I don't even think one's on the tree right now. Oh, she's on the couch. There's a comfy little spot between blankets. She's on the couch. I don't know where the other cat is. But anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, just minor showings of the cats today, but that's okay. Otherwise, that is all I have for the stream, and I should get wrapped up with it so I can work on the thumbnail for tomorrow's video, which should be an exciting one. I will have a LOTRO points giveaway going on in that, so it will require a little bit of work. That's actually something I'm interested in. If people, like, not that I do LOTRO points giveaways or any sort of giveaways often, but it'll require a little bit of work, to be honest, to enter the giveaway, but a little bit of work as in you actually have to watch the video. There are two particular parts of the video that are important to watch. And ideally I will select the winner about a week from that and have another video actually with a different type of LOTRO points giveaway. And then I will have after that a couple more codes, and I'm going to do one in a stream, and I'm not sure the last one what I will do, but yeah, have a few giveaways going on in the one in tomorrow's video. I am pretty much holding myself to actually upload that tomorrow. that is going to have one. Anyway, as far as this stream goes, again, overall Mordor has been good. While the Black Book of Mordor, that one quest, ran into the issues, I guess, that I can find with quests where you just have to pay attention to the text for the story as you listen to people and follow that. The instance book quest like that did run into that issue, but overall the other parts of Mordor have actually been quite fun to me, so I am still hopeful to enjoy the rest of Mordor and the rest of this zone doing so. We will see how that goes in the future and save that for another time. I honestly don't know when I will be back to stream. Probably not Thursday or Friday, but maybe Saturday we can do a daytime stream, or probably be this time, but potentially even a little bit earlier. Otherwise, that is what is coming up. And again, today, as much fun as I have actually had in Mordor today, I also hope you all have enjoyed watching this. And if you have, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content. And thanks for joining and chatting and watching, everyone.